to the Speeding Bulletin report for February 1st to February 7th, 2008. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com, and there's no movie news this week, so we'll jump straight into the TV-related news. Peter McDermott has updated our Smallville episode guide with his summary of last week's episode titled Persona, while Neal Bailey and Douglas Trumbull have written their reviews for this same episode. Doug gave it a 3.5 out of 5, saying a good episode that felt a bit rushed and had some missed potential, while Neal gave it a 2.5 out of 5, saying the ideas were neat, some of the execution was pretty, and all in all, it wasn't god-awful. The 11th episode of Smallville Season 7 aired in the US on Thursday, February 7th at 8 PM. Titled Siren, this episode saw the return of Green Arrow and the introduction of Black Canary. Look for our episode summary and reviews in the next few days. In further Smallville news, Buddy TV posted an audio interview with Justin Hartley. To ask him about his return appearance as Green Arrow, visit buddytv.com for the full transcript of the interview as well as the MP3 audio file. TV Guide's Ask Osceola gave a rather cryptic clue about next week's Smallville episode. He says that in the episode titled Fracture, airing February 14th, an amnesiac Kara will put Lex this close to uncovering Krypton's secrets. And in even more Smallville news, The Trades has published an interview with Al Goff, in which they ask him about what might happen in the future, specifically in regards to the issue of Clark Kent's secret identity, and Al replied, "We do have ideas as to how to wrap our version of Clark and Smallville into the Superman lore." Good news, let's wait and see how that goes. And don't forget to check out Barry Fryman's extensive Superman on TV article, which is posted at the Superman homepage every Friday to find out what Superman-related viewing is scheduled for TV in the US. In comic books news, artist Phil Hester sat down with Comic-Con's The Pulse to share his thoughts on Superman Confidential. It's a good interview. I liked some of the things that Hester said about Superman and his thoughts on the Man of Steel. The first part of Hester's work on the 3-part Superman Confidential story will be available this month in issue number 12, scheduled to be released on February 20th. Departing Superman writer Kurt Busiek spoke to Newsarama.com about his run on Superman, the stories he didn't get to write, and more, while Newsarama also spoke with writer Jeff Johns, who recently renewed his exclusive contract with DC Comics and says he'll be writing action comics for the foreseeable future. Comic books we reviewed this week were Countdown to Final Crisis number 13, which was reviewed by Jason LaRouche, who gave this issue a 4 out of 5, saying, "One of the strengths in this issue is the tragic elements, in particular the assigned monitor's melancholy and acceptance of his failure." Neal Bailey reviewed Action Comics 861, stating, "The writing is good, the story is not to my liking, which is frustrating as hell because I want to give this a good rating, but my honest level of enjoyment was down on this one." He rated it a 2 out of 5. And last of all, Death of the New Gods number 5 was also reviewed by Neal Bailey, who rated it a 1 out of 5, saying, "This series suddenly turned into a pretty chaotic mess." Okay, Superman comics and other items being shipped this week from February 6th include Countdown to Final Crisis 12, Infinity Inc. number 6, Justice League Unlimited number 42, Justice Society of America number 12, which also has an alternate cover, Supergirl number 26, Nightwing 141 has a guest appearance by Superman, Superman Chronicles Volume 4 trade paperback, and Superman Batman Series 5 action figures. DC Comics released a 5-page sneak peek at Supergirl number 26, which, as I mentioned, went on sale this week. If you haven't bought the issue yet, you can check out those pages in full at the website now. We were fortunate enough to receive a few photos of Noel Neal and friends celebrating Noel's 60th anniversary as Lois Lane. The cake was presented to Noel at the Phoenix Cactus Comic Con, the first of many conventions this year, who will continue to celebrate the occasion by offering their own tributes. Noel Neal first starred as Lois Lane alongside Kirk Allen in the 1948 Superman serials. Scotty V continues reviewing episodes from the Superboy TV series, this time looking at the 8th episode from Season 1 titled The Alien Solution. He rated the episode a 4 out of 5. Speaking of our retro reviews, James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940s Superman radio series, with the 16-part saga titled Dr. Roebling and the Voice Machine, which sees Clark Kent meet up with a doctor who has invented a startling new communications device. And finally, the Superman homepage is proud to join forces with WBshop.com to bring you the Superman Prize Pack sweepstakes, where you could win a Superman prize pack worth $250. The prize pack includes a Superman messenger bag, Superman handbook, Superman classic adult t-shirt, Superman solid adult cap, Superman blue rotor watch, and a Superman logo sculpted mug. To enter the competition, all you have to do is answer the following question: what is the Superman messenger bag made of? Visit WBshop.com to find the answer to that question, and then return to the Superman homepage sweepstakes page to submit your entry. And that's all the Superman related news for the week, February 1st, February 7th. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Oh, hi. I'm Lord Vader. Greetings. I'm in here this week because Neal Bailey has been brought out back, pummeled and beaten nearly to death because he laughed at the fact that Busiek was being taken off of the Superman books. I had the stormtroopers whip him thoroughly, explaining to him that it was quite unprofessional to take glee in a small internet bit at the removal of an artist whose work he did not enjoy. He has been shamefully beaten to within an inch of his life by Palpatine, by Moff Tarkin, and by me personally. I spanked his behind. I spanked it very, very hard. He's a naughty boy and he deserves to die. But, here's one important thing that you need to remember. The internet is a tool for communication. And if we come at it with a dishonest perspective, out of fear for the way that people will react, well, we'll get, I don't know, fascism.